Hey everybody, I'm Chris, and this is my channel, Chesapeake Chris. Thanks for stopping by. This is what I did during COVID to keep from going absolutely crazy. Part 2. Like I said, there were some other hobbies I picked up from watching YouTube. So in this video, I'm going to show you some of the other things I did and hobbies I got into to keep me sane during the lockdown. Please stick around. I started doing some home brewing years ago, and I really enjoyed it. Well, during COVID, I found a recipe on YouTube for making homemade Bailey's Irish Cream. And I love a little Bailey's in my coffee. So I made a batch of that, and it came out excellent. I'll put a link in the description of the YouTube video that I got the recipe from. I also saw videos on making these anti-gravity sculptures. Actually, it's called a tensegrity object. I'm not sure I pronounced that right. But this is the first one I made. It's basically made out of tongue depressors and fishing line. But it just looks kind of cool.
That looks like something I'd enjoy chewing on.
So then I found a video to make a bigger one out of larger wood and chain. This one came out pretty good too. Once again, I'll try to put links in the description to the videos for both of these. And I saw this online, so I made one of these. I made basically like a blue crab out of bottle caps. I just stained some wood, and then you take the bottle caps and you hot glue them on there. You can bend some in half for the legs and for the claws. Then I hung it with a piece of brass chain, small brass chain, or twine I mean. But anyways, I made that. I saw it online. I said, hey, I could make that. It came out pretty good too. My niece wanted a place to hang her ukuleles that she had, so I made her a little shelf with some hooks on it to hang the ukuleles from, some other little hooks, and a little shelf up top. She really seemed to like that. It was pretty easy to make, nothing fancy. This may be a little hard to see, but I also started making some different kinds of wind chimes. Now this one I actually made out of spent rifle casings. And I don't put it outside because I use chain, pretty small chain, to hang everything. If you want to make one to put outside, you probably should use like some heavy monofilament fishing line. But once again, you can either cut a round piece, put some chain to hang it on, put some brass eyelets on it, and then I just hung down. You got to drill out the primers, and you put a ring on the end of the chain so it won't pull back through the pocket. You need something in the middle there to kind of, you know, wiggle back and forth. And then on that center chain, I just got a dog tag with American flag online. I thought that was a nice touch. But yeah, that's a kind of a pretty cool wind chime that I made. I also made a couple wind chimes out of seashells. This is one of the ones I made. It's one of the larger ones. And it was pretty easy too. For the top, you can buy these styrofoam donuts basically. I just wrapped it with like some burlap ribbon. Used some twine and a key ring to hang it from. Then I used pretty heavy fishing line. And I had a bunch of seashells from going to the Outer Banks every year. And you can actually drill holes in these seashells if you're very careful and have a very sharp drill bit. But I just drilled holes in them, ran the fishing line through them, and then I bought some of these beads. Trying to see if you can see one. I bought some beads. There's one. And I just hot glue gunned a bead right on the fishing line where I wanted the shell to hang. But anyways, that's one of them that I made. That's the biggest one I made. I think it came out pretty good. Once again, I don't put it outside. It'd probably get destroyed as windy as it gets around here. And I made these two wind chimes for a friend. The one on the left is a lot like the first one. It's just a little smaller, and I used chain to hang that one. But then the one on the right, she had some shells and she had a little piece of driftwood. So I made her that one. She wanted a horizontal one. Once again, just used fishing line. And I put some little teeny seashells up at the top on the wood because I hot glued one of those little pearl looking beads on each line to keep it from sliding through the hole in the wood. She's pretty happy with both of them, I think. I also made an infinity mirror just out of a couple cheap dollar store black picture frames, some LED lights. You got to get like some reflective window tinting stuff and a piece of like mirror material. I bought the plastic mirror instead of a glass one. But when it's turned off, it just looks like a mirror. But when you turn it on, it looks like it goes on almost forever. And the LEDs I got change colors. Well, there's all kind of settings on. So that's pretty neat too, but it looks like it goes on forever. But if you look, this thing is only, it's not very thick. It's that skinny right there. So that was another thing I made. I don't know why, I don't use it for anything, but it was fun to make. And I made a little fire pit in my backyard. I kind of always wanted a little fire pit. I want to burn all the sticks and twigs that fall off the trees. I get a lot of sticks and twigs coming off my trees. Plus we just wanted to be able to sit out here and make a little fire in the summer times in the evening and enjoy stuff if we wanted to. So there's YouTube videos on how to do this. It's nothing fancy. You just buy those retaining wall stones, put them around a circle. You can go 3 or 4 high. They're just sitting there. There's no mortar or cement or anything holding them together. But then I did buy one of them black metal fire rings, and I put that in the middle. So I put that in the middle and I just stacked the rocks around it, and then inside it I just threw down a bag or 2 of pea gravel for a base. Some people dig up some of the sod and grass to level it up, and I just found a pretty level spot. I didn't dig up any dirt, grass or anything. I just put the fire ring down with the stones, threw some pea gravel in it, and we've burned in it a few times and it works pretty good. And then I said I may mention some paracord projects I did. Well, here's a belt that I made and it came out excellent. I actually wear this belt all the time. In fact, I got a picture of me wearing it there. But that's just one of the things I did. That took about 6 hours to make and about 110 feet of paracord. That's probably the biggest paracord project I made. But I made all kinds of stuff. Zipper pulls, keychains. I made like scorpions, spiders, snakes. Here's just an example of a couple keychains and a zipper pull I made using cartridges. And then here's a keychain that I made for myself.
I wish you'd make me a paracord dog collar.
But if you guys have any interest in seeing any of this paracord stuff I made, I literally made dozens and dozens of things. Just let me know in the comments and maybe I'll put together a quick video on my paracord projects. I hope you enjoyed that video. Gave you a little bit of teaser of the paracord stuff. Like I say, if you guys think you'd be interested in seeing some of the paracord projects I do, just put it in the comments. Let me see what everybody thinks. Thanks for watching this video. Everybody knows the drill. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up like. Please share it. Just hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you get notified the next time I put one out. And I'll see you on the next video.